Hey you guys, welcome back to Angel and Angela, and on this topic I wanted to talk to you guys about why the relationship will never work out with a narcissist, and that's because the narcissist nature is to be sadistic and the empath's nature is to be loving, to be giving. And because of the narcissist, sadistic behavior, whether you want to believe that the narcissist enjoys being financially abusive, physically abusive, you can label what they do in many ways and say that. But narcissists like to play the takeaway game. They like to love bomb, and give you treats and bait you in. That's what they get off on. They get off on the control. They get off on people's emotions. And this is why it's only fun when they're triangulating you with friends, family. If they can't find supply, they'll triangulate you with their family. This is why it feels like it can never work out. It's not so much the financial abuse or the physical, emotional abuse that they bring to you, but the fact that you are sad as a person, the fact that they're bringing you down socially, mentally, spiritually, physically. So the narcissist is only happy when you're down. When you're down and out, when you're sad, when you're doing bad in life, when you're having bad luck. These are the only times they're happy. So you could say, oh, they were enjoying the fact that they stole from me, or the fact that they were taking from me more than they were giving. You can label it many ways. But the truth of the matter is that this person wanted you to be down. They wanted you to feel bad because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for that power over someone. And the only way to gain that power most of the time is through triangulation, whether they're triangulating you with family, with friends, with your children, with, the narcissist power where they feel like they're getting fuel from is in the triangulation. Because when they're triangulating you, that's where the gossip is coming. That's where the confusion, arguments, fights, they thrive on the confusion. They thrive on the fact that they just created a scenario. They just set up the stage. This is why when you're in a relationship with them and they haven't been able to triangulate you, they're not able to get supply like they used to. They're getting older. They can't get that fuel. They have to go out of their way to get that fuel. They're pissed. And when someone gets over on them, they want to act like the victim, but they know they've gotten over on many others, in the past. So the narcissist, when you're with them, everything can be going perfect. I mean, there's no problems, and the narcissist will start an argument out of nowhere because they thrive off drama. They thrive off chaos, and they might even tell you, I'm not cheating on you. I'm not doing anything. And they might mean it. They might really mean it. But because you're so used to the ups and downs, because this person gets fuel from triangulating you, then when they're starting arguments with you and they're getting emotional and they're crying and they're talking about their past or what people have done to them and things like that, but they're expressing hate towards you and all you're trying to do is help them. And you're wondering, how can someone not appreciate me when I'm wiping their tears or I'm doing certain things? And that's because the narcissist is crying over past supplies. They didn't want those people. They could have left those people for you, and they're crying over them. When they're with them, they're crying over you. Even if they're not shedding tears. Some of them actually shed tears. The women do. A lot of the men do too, and you'll tell yourself, I've never seen a man cry. And you'll take them back not knowing that they're triangulating you, and they're only getting fuel from triangulating you because when things are perfect, financially, spiritually, when everything feels perfect, it feels like the narcissist is not fulfilled. It feels like they're not being stimulated no matter what you do, no matter what you try to do. You try to go out of your way to plan trips or to do things, and you're thinking you're going to have a nice time. You're leaving to another country or something. You're traveling, thinking that they're going to be happy. You can give this person everything and they're not going to be happy if they're not triangulating you. That's the type of person the narcissist is. And not every man is like that. Not every woman is like that. But it's funny how these people attach themselves to people who are looking for genuinely good people who have the same interests and the same, drive in life. They are so afraid of empaths to pair themselves with other empaths because they know that these people will thrive because they're not lying to each other. The narcissist knows that they've lied from the start, and they know that they have to keep lying. And no matter what, you will never be satisfied because the narcissist only gets off on being sadistic, demonic, a spiritual vampire. They only get off on that emotion, on being almost childlike, like a very stubborn child, like a very, a kid that just never grew up, someone with no common sense, no common sense because they lack empathy. They lack empathy, so their IQ, when it comes to certain things, it just raises red flags. And then they want to point the finger at people who are real people who can get down to their level, but they don't want to get down to their level. They have to get down to their level because if not, the narcissist is going to kill them. The narcissist is mad when they cannot kill someone. So they'll tell you, hey, those people aren't good people. Those people aren't really happy. Those people aren't really, they don't really have what they want. Or, even though those people have what they want, they're not really happy. They'll say anything to make you feel like there's no such thing as people being happy, and that's a lie. It's only that they cannot be happy because they only get happy when they're putting people down and they're dragging people down to get on top. So, it will never work out because the narcissist, they only love bomb, to devalue someone else to make themselves seem more valuable. And then they go back to the person that's feeling devalued. And now, they're love bombing that person and devaluing you. And the fact that, they're able to switch on and off emotions with people in a sadistic way while watching those people ruin themselves. And right when things get really bad and things start to burn, they can just easily pack their suitcase and move on to the next person because they feel like I've failed so many times on being, low vibrational. I've failed so many times that I know what to do next time to be more slicker and more, more cunning, and now more, I'm going to be even more, secretive or more sneaky. Now I can do these things, and they never want to change. And this is why, they feel like there's nothing really wrong with them. Like they should be able to live just like everyone wants to live the type of life they want. They feel like I should be able to do that too, but they don't care the cost of those, of those people's souls. They feel like they chose that lifestyle. And, when they can't understand that those people want to change, those people want to separate themselves from them, they feel like, what's the point? What's the point on keep trying to make things work with people when everyone I'm going to come across, they're eventually going to hate me or not like me. And they'll tell you these things. They'll tell you, one day you're not going to love me the way you say you love me now. They'll say these things to you. They know that they cannot love anyone but themselves. And this is why it will never work out. It doesn't matter what type of relationship these people want you to have with them. They're always going to try to undermine you no matter what the situation is. And, some people decide to play with the narcissist and they, especially if you're naive to it, you think it's fun, you like the adventure, you like the stimulation that they're giving you, because the narcissist thrives on that stimulation, on emotions, on crying, on yelling. They thrive off of low frequencies, and you're thinking that you just had this moment to moment with this person and maybe it could work out. But the reality is that behind your back, they're laughing at you. They're talking about you. They're gossiping about you. They're telling everyone about the scene that they created and how you fell for it. And if you fell for it with them, you must have fell for it with other narcissists, and you deserve it, because you're the type of person that only wants to be with narcissists. And now they're making you look so low that other men who are empaths are looking at you like, I don't want those type of girls. Those type of girls are the ones that get with the bad guys. And you're sitting there like, that's not true. I'm not chasing over a bad guy. I just got caught up in this toxic relationship. And because, certain empathetic men are with, narcissistic Jezebel spirits, they're thinking the Jezebel spirit and the empath that is being abused are the same person. But the Jezebel spirit is faking the abuse. Like, even if the abuse happened, she's making it seem like the abuse is the reason why she is the way she is. But in reality, the empath is someone that is willing to change, especially with another empath. When two empaths get together, it's very, very powerful. But the narcissist is someone who thrives on low frequency, and you're going to figure out in your communities who those type of people are real quickly. You'll spot them out really fast. And, they like to run in packs. Some of them like to act like they don't, know each other. Some of them don't need to know each other. They just know. They're out hunting all the time. And this is why it will never work out. This is why it will never work out, because they're always going to feel like the grass is greener on the other side. There's people that actually want what you want. It's just that narcissists come into your life, they trap you, and now you have to live a life where you have to teach your children or other people what not to do. And then a lot of times, they want to find out the hard way. And then they're like, I don't want to hear I told you so, or they're telling you something and you're like, I've been telling you this whole time. You just didn't want to hear it from me. You wanted to hear it from your friends or someone else. So, these people do not change, and they're constantly looking to hurt people, and you will never feel like, you will never feel like you have enough feel that you're getting back from this person. It's always going to feel like they're taking more than what you're giving them. It's always going to feel like you're getting the bad end of the stick, and they're the ones who want to be worshipped in any kind of way, or any relationship that you get with those type of people. So I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace in your healing. I hope that this message was helpful for your healing journey, so that you can keep going, so that you do not look back, so that you do not keep reliving your past. So, if you guys want to book a session with me, my booking information is on the description box. If you guys are new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you guys on the next podcast. Love you guys. Bye.